Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. You might notice something different. Tell me if you can actually watch this in 1440p. I've made the upgrade, so I hope you guys are all having a good day. Today we are revisiting classic cars on F1 2020. Do you guys remember these classic cars? Look at all the options we have, from the 88 McLaren to the Ferraris, the Jordan 191, and I mean a lot of McLarens, but you got the 92 Williams, the Benetton, as well as the 96 Williams, all the way through to, of course, up to 2010 with the Red Bull as well as the McLaren and the Ferrari there as well. We're going to be checking out the 2010 cars. I'm probably going to do another video in a while, but we're going to check out, I mean, such a glory days of Formula One here with the Red Bull, McLaren, as well as Ferrari. I'm a Sebastian Vettel fan, so you guys already know I'm going to be Seb in this Red Bull. And let's take it around. I don't even know where should we race. Let's go to Canada, my home track. All right, here we are on the grid, ready to go. Racing, and we are underway as the oversteer. All right, we don't have no curve deployment, or overtake I should say, as we head down into turn one. It's literally just Red Bulls everywhere. We're gonna try out a couple classes in this video, of course, so not just this one now, as wow, this thing likes to step out on me a little bit here. 5 laps in Montreal, my home circuit, as you guys know. Hopefully this video looks absolutely fantastic in terms of quality. I've been doing 1080p for forever, and now I'm finally making the upgrade. Just bought a new PC as well. That's going to be on the way, an NZXT PC. So I'm excited for that, as good heavens, a little bit of contact there, but we move our way forward and up to P16. Listen to the just nasty engine. I absolutely love that here. As obviously, when I first started watching Formula One, I didn't even realize to make contact there, but this is the engine sound I knew for about a year or two, of course, before they switched to the engines that we have now with the hybrids, and you know, the a lot quieter and not as cool sounding engines. Here we go in towards the chicane, and I feel like I can definitely get on the power a lot more to sail it off into these corners a lot more, but I'm kind of reluctant to do that here. P16 currently as we head down into turn one, and try to make up a little bit of time here as I get a little bit more comfortable. We are closing in on Perea for that 15th position. This car really does like to step out on the exit of these corners compared to driving like the modern 2020 car in this game. I have joined the party again as we head through the hairpin now, as I really want to just hit that gas hard, but I'm trying to be so careful here to not obviously go a little bit overboard, to say the least, here on this long run down towards this chicane. Getting that slipstream DRS about to be activated. No weight the gear as well. Only 7 gears to choose from now into the chicane. Get through there pretty aggressive, and I feel like we're getting a little bit more comfortable. We're running out of laps, but the more laps we put down, a lot more comfort I am building as we head down towards turn one. I'm going to go for an aggressive move here to see if I can maybe slip around the outside. Not quite going to work. Maybe it will. Get on that gas. A lot more comfort out of the AI compared to me, who's slipping and sliding around. Oh my god, that was an absolutely ginormous save. Do we not have DRS in the 2010 car? You know, I did not watch Formula One in 2010, so were we still pre-DRS? Someone needs to help me on that one, because I see the rear flap, but I'm not getting no DRS, unless it's just the classic cars in this game not using it. I don't know. Someone let me know down below, but an aggressive move right there. Leave the racing space. They're not going to back out of it, so we're going to scrap it out down this straightaway. I have no cheats I can use. There's no, of course, you know, curves or overtake button now. We're going to be 3 wide. Gentlemen, let's sort this out, shall we? This is not necessarily what we want to be doing to each other, as, oh, he locked up right in front of me. Oh, that's really awkward. Time to get aggressive here on this final lap, as we lost so much time, of course, with the battling with this specific driver that I can't pass to save my life. And as we head down towards the chicane, let's see if we can make up a little bit of time. Abuse the track limits a little bit here, and just can't get on the throttle quite like they can. They can really get on it compared to myself. That was such a stupid move right there. I'm so sorry, sir. Oh, you can still just look how much harder they can get on that gas pedal than I can. Through the final chicane, hit that gas pedal hard. We got some slipstream, but boy, is it not enough. P16 in Canada. Boy, we got some work to do if we're going to get good in these other classic cars. We're going to try probably 2 more variants. We're going to try some different classes mixed together as well. But let's head in to some classic racing from the 1980s. All right, we are here now at Monaco in the 1988 McLaren from the back of the grid. I do have damage turned off, just for a heads up, so you're going to see a lot more aggression out of me in the random videos that we do. Okay, all right, this car has some horsepower. Okay, down into turn one, I'm going to send it up the inside of the Ferrari. And, you know, playing for the first time in my life in 1440p quality, this looks absolutely fantastic, even on F1 2020 as we head up through the hill. I'm going to go for an aggressive move right there. Oh my god, this car sounds nasty in all the best ways possible. My first time racing classic cars in Formula 1, and holy crap, we're 3 wide at Monaco. This is not necessarily what I envisioned when I said classic cars, but here we are. If you guys have any knowledge on this 1988 McLaren, let me know how much horsepower am I currently dealing with, because it feels like we have a massive amount of horsepower right now in this car. But we complete a couple passes right there through the hairpin and whatnot, and now we close up on the back of this guy in front of me. Oh, I'm having to be more delicate on the throttle than I was in the 2010 Red Bull, as this thing is just an absolute monster as we head down towards the chicane, and just hope that I don't make any mistakes. I would honestly, if you guys wanted, be down to even do a classic race, like a full race, and let it play out, maybe like a 50%er or something like that. This thing is all over the road in terms of handling. Oh Jesus, yeah, you see what I'm saying there. This thing's an absolute handful, but I love a car that is a handful and not easy to drive, and this is giving me exactly what I'm looking for. I run down this Ferrari, but how am I going to pass this Ferrari here in Monaco? These cars are so wide as well. Come on, get that power down. Go! No, I couldn't quite get it. It's so hard. I'm going to probably send it right here just for the fun. This guy has absolutely no idea what is coming into the chicane, and neither does this guy. Oh god, I ran into the back of him. I'm so sorry, sir. You can have that spot back. Warning for a collision as expected. Now as we head down towards the left-hander, the downshifts in this car gotta be the best sounding downshifts I've ever heard in Formula 1 history. I mean, it's absolutely nasty, just like the rest of this car. I am guilty of never really messing around at all with classic cars in my life in F1 games, and now I'm wondering why, because this is an absolute blast. I always just played for the, you know, current cars, the modern cars and whatnot, and here I am back in 17th place and slowly moving my way forward and having an absolute blast driving this 1980s McLaren until I, of course, do something like that right there, but we hold on to it on this final lap here in Monaco. But this thing just likes to tail whip like crazy, but it is so fun, especially from someone like me who drives a lot of stock cars that kind of like to do similar things to this car. This is just so much fun. Listen to the downshifts right here. Listen. Oh my god, that is so good. We continue on though on this final lap. I mean, I am more mesmerized with the car versus the actual racing itself. And have I mentioned it's fun yet? As we come through this final sector here in Monaco, and that guy wins the race in the 1988 McLaren as we head down towards the final couple of corners, penultimate corner, get down to second gear, let it roll a little bit, hit the barrier with the right rear tire. That's okay as we come through the final turn. Wasn't a great performance again, but I had a lot of fun. We're going to cross the line for P17. We are on the grid in Vietnam, a track, of course, that none of these eras in this game have seen in Formula 1. Well, no eras actually seen it because it got taken out of the calendar. So we've actually got a mixed grid actually here as we head down towards this first turn, and you can see the 2009 as well, Jensen Button Braun GP car you got, as well the 2010 cars. You got the 2004 Ferrari that I am whipping around this circuit, which is notoriously quick in the history of the sport, and a track that I have zero memory of, so this should be fun. We actually start quite a ways up the grid here. This thing could absolutely move in a straight line, and I don't remember anything about this circuit other than the actually just the stupidly insane long straightaway. We are side by side. That was an aggressive defense from me. Oh, I do remember this. This was a fun corner right here. We might have to do an own video on Vietnam in the future, taking the 2020 cars back around here, but listen to that engine as well. I mean, all these classic engines are just so awesome to listen to. Now, the different pitches as well, you know, from the 88 McLaren to the 2004. Now, Ferrari, look at the top line speed. It is insane. I need to slow down, though, as there's a hairpin right here. I'm going to go down to first gear as we're going to try and complete this pass, slipping and sliding. You know, it doesn't have as good get up and go acceleration, it seems like, but obviously the top end speed is insane, and I forgot there's a corner there, so I just absolutely am terrible. Okay, we continue on as, oh, hello, sir. How you doing? You can have that position now. I'll see you in a moment anyways. Here we go down through these S's sections now. It's a shame we never got to see Formula 1 actually race at this circuit, because it was a really interesting circuit. Now as we get ready for the final turn as well. This is the final turn if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, it is, because you get so close to that barrier. My goodness. No, this is not it. This is the final turn here. This is the one where you get really close. You got to be so brave right there. This corner right here, it reminds me of another track. I can't pinpoint what track, but I swear it reminds me of something. Oh my god. Absolutely sliding all over the place. We got the 2010 Ferrari who's going to get close, but look at this. As it goes on, see you later, buddy, as we head down towards the corner. Brake at the 100 maybe. Is that going to be okay? Yes, it is. We got to get really hard on the brakes there, but it does work pretty well. Go through the long, sweeping left-hander, and then just get on that gas as early and quick as you can. We are starting to close in here on this guy in front of us. That's the second lap in a row, though. I've screwed up the same corner. Now as we head through the S's section, this is where I feel like my weakest part of the circuit is, just because of how little knowledge I have of it. But you know what? We've actually somehow gained time overall, so we take that now as we get down to second gear. Through the left-hander a little bit deep into that corner, getting on that gas anyways as hard as we can. We got one lap to make things happen. Down to third briefly, hard on that gas as soon as you get close to that barrier. One lap to go, and we have closed the gap. We could have a shot at P5. One thing I do remember, Classic Cars F1 2020, now that I'm doing this video, I have, of course, done a 2007 series with, you know, the F1 2020 mod for the 2007 season, I think it was. And that's as far as my experience has gone, really, in these classic cars. However, what I do remember is the racing wasn't great in that, and I feel like the AI racing is certainly not great in any of the classic cars. I think that's the weakest part of the game for classic racing is the AI. Not the best when it comes to racing with these old cars. I am sliding all over the place right there as we now head down this long straightaway for the final time. A huge mistake from myself that time. There's a 2010 McLaren in the background, not going to be able to run us down. 9/10 of a second between myself and fifth. He's going to have a shot. He's going to go for fourth. Look at that. They're right up against the barrier as they head down towards the hairpin. Down to first gear we go. I could have braked a little bit later, I think. But wow, that was a heck of a battle there. And the Ferrari does not win out, actually. So they stay ahead as they are going to continue maybe to scrap it out. But not going to be enough for myself here. Down to second gear. Very aggressive on the track limits now as this thing really continues to be a handful. I love it now as we go down through the S's for the final time. Feels like we can really gain a good chunk of time through these S's, but I don't think it's going to be enough unless I can make a desperate move. But desperate moves, well, you still got to be close enough, and we're not. Through the penultimate corner, a huge mishap there. Alex Murray with the win, whoever that might be. We're going to cross the line for what, P6? So much fun driving these classic cars, it really is, and it's cool to revisit them and check them out. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Let me know down in the comments what car was your favorite from the F1 2020 classic cars. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.